So I was hoping to put this video out quite some time ago, honestly, but things have been pretty busy around here just with work and some stuff around the house. Ended up recording the video, and then my phone broke. I had to get a new phone, so I lost that footage. Then my girlfriend and I both actually caught COVID. So yeah, it's it's been busy around here, but we're both feeling better. Everything's back on track. So thought I'd take a quick look around the tent. There's probably be pretty quick because there's not too much going on, but a couple things been moved either from the tent over to the Highland chamber or from the Highland chamber over to the tent just because they seem to, be slowing down a bit. And everything looks like it's growing well. There are a couple more lowland plants in here that have slowed down, but take a look. This is the Truncata lowii from Carnivoro. I've had this one for a while, but it was just such a slow grower for the longest time, but it's finally putting out some leaf jumps and some pretty nice pictures. Let's see, here we've got a Truncata Edwardiana. Previous pictures are all pretty small, but you can see it just put out some leaf jumps. And the newest picture should be pretty nice. This is another Truncata Edwardiana picture that's forming on this one here. Here's the most recent one. I am obsessed with this plant. It's actually pretty interesting because it seems this picture looks quite different from its previous, but I've heard that this hybrid has a tendency to change from kind of picture to picture, and it's pretty neat to watch that, happen. Here's a really nice seed-grown ventricosa. I want to say it's Denver and Majd As. I butchered that, I'm sure. Majd As, BE Cross AG3. Okay. So I think that's kind of where it gets some of the purple color on the interior is the Majd As. Again, I'm butchering that, I know. Let's see, down here is a Glandulifera lowii Veitchii bastiana. Red and stripy, really nice plant. Very excited for this one when it grows up. Just put out a bit of a leaf jump here. Here's a seed-grown Veitchii. It just put out a new picture. Really nice. Fairly squat, flared peristome. Rolls back as it ages, obviously, and it doesn't show up quite as well on camera, but it gets a very, very orange with dark stripes, kind of tigery coloration of the peristome. I really, really like it. And let's see, back here we've got this is the Smilesii platykyla. It's doing pretty well, really, really stripy. Love the uppers on this. I messed up a little bit, if I'm being honest, and I did not train this thing at all or anything. It's my tallest plant that I've ever had, and I just wasn't thinking about it, and now it's growing up past the lights, so not entirely sure what we're gonna do with that, but yeah, we'll figure something out, I guess. These plants here aren't doing much. This is the PDA, a Viking that hates where we live now, and then a Ventrata that I kind of abuse, but it's doing alright. Here we've got a Raja Veitchii. It's actually got a new picture here. It's just starting to open. When these guys first open for the first couple days, it's a very iridescent, peachy, yellow-orange color on the inside. Very shiny. Really, really nice. And then it colors up into this sort of cherry red here. Older pictures here. It's getting pretty big. I actually repotted it not long ago, and it's just falling out of its pot already. Yeah, really, really happy with that one. Truncata Highland Red is getting to be pretty massive. I mean, not massive, but pretty decent size comparatively. Newest leaf. Here you can see they're pretty decent size now. This is a sanguinea that let's see, this is the orange clone. I'm actually not really sure who it comes from, but really like this plant. It's not my most expensive plant or fanciest plant by any means, but it's just so consistently nice. You know, it puts out a lot of really nice colored pictures. It grows very easily. Yeah, pretty happy with it. This is a Maxima wavy leaf. The pictures aren't much to look at because they're just pure green anyways, but really nice foliage. And let's see. Here's a seed-grown Veitchii from Christian Klein. Here's a newer picture on it. I'm actually looking to send this one off, so if anyone's interested in buying or trading, just let me know. It's a great plant, honestly, I don't have a whole lot of room for it, and there are just other things I'd rather have. It was a freebie I got a little while back. Let's see, Highland Cross Sundia Samba, again from CK. Yeah. It's putting on some size. I'd say it's, I don't know, close to a foot across maybe? Yeah, it's close. Definitely close to a foot now. And let's see what else we've got back here. Alright, so this is a Truncata. This is one of my favorites that I've got, that I'm growing out right now. New picture on it. This is a, let's see, Titan's Tower from Predatory Plants. Growing super fast. You can see I'm getting a little bit of powdery mildew on stuff just because one of my fans actually died recently. I've gotten rid of my humidifier just because I found it really wasn't needed in here. The plants kind of sustain their own humidity just with all the moisture in the soil and the plants themselves. The humidifier just really was not needed. It was a bit overkill, so everything's doing great without it. So let's see, this is a number 5 cross pink candy cane, Veitchii from Carnivoro. It's still fairly new. It's settling in, I'd say. I'm not doing a whole lot of growing right now, though. Same thing with this Truncata. I think it's a D1 cross CE. But I found with most of my plants, if they're struggling or pouting, 9 times out of 10, if you just kind of leave them alone for long enough, they'll straighten out. Usually overcaring is kind of when I notice more of my issues arising. And this Veitchii right here, if anyone knows if this is a single clone or a set of different clones, or see, the Carnivoro website confused me a little bit, to be quite honest. If there's anyone out there that knows, let me know. Here's a hybrid with Flava, Ventricosa, and Sabinensis from Redleaf. Putting on some size. The pictures aren't anything too spectacular yet, but it's still quite small. This one is from Intermediate Nepenthes. It's a Ventricosa K cross Jungle Bells, which is Ventricosa sabinensis. Super tubby, plump pictures. Here's a new Veitchii Barrio. This is the BE 4033. Pink, squat, fairly flared peristome, and I think it gets a little faint striping. It's a little hard to tell, but I think I've seen a bit of striping on some of the past pictures, but we'll see as it gets older. Talented Tower. It's a complex hybrid from predatory plants. I can't be bothered to read the name, honestly. It's doing alright. Putting on some size. Pictures are starting to get a little bit of color. Still pretty small, though. This is a truncata that's been pouting for a while, but it's starting to put on some decent growth. It's the 3203, one of those two clones of the Pasian. Here's just two pink VGI cuttings. And this is a truncata cross ventricosa Denver. Maybe it's flipped, but that's another seed ground plant from Carnivoro. So yeah, I mean, I think that's about it for the tent. Hopefully the next video on the Highland Chamber or whatever comes next won't be quite as spaced out as this one was. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for watching.